Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to this week's discussion. My name is Jordan Brewer, and you're listening to Gender from the Vine. This week's topic is just friends. Throughout life, I've had many friends and best friends, some of the same sex and others the opposite. At certain points in my life, I've been much more close to the friends of opposite sex. At times, those opposite sex friendships hurt the relationships I was trying to build, as my partner at the time was very insecure and constantly accused me of things I did not do. I was 100% loyal. Today I will have two guest speakers share their experiences about their significant others, best friends, and how they combat being left out. Speaking on today's discussion, we have Kelsey Moore.
Hi.
And Notori Walters.
Hello.
So I'll be asking you guys a couple questions, just give me your honest feedback and opinions. All right, so the first question is, have you ever been in a relationship and your significant other has a opposite sex friend?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
All right. Is it recent or currently?
A little bit of current and more so past.
Mine's past.
All right. Well, let's talk about those situations then. All right. So you have a boyfriend, Kelsey, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. How long have you two been together?
About 10 months.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, no, 11 months, I'm sorry. Yeah.
When did you guys start dating?
We started dating in June of 2017.
Oh, all right. And what about you, Notori?
Single AF.
All right. Well, when you had this situation, how long were you guys together or talking?
I would say like 8 months.
Okay. It's a long time as well. Right. Do you feel confident, insecure, or need constant reassurance in your relationships?
Yes, I do. Reassurance is always a good thing. Sometimes you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to, but you don't know for sure, so you just need that reassurance of like, hey, I still like you. So.
I as well. What about you?
I agree that reassurance is healthy for the other person to feel confident in the relationship. I don't think, for me personally, it doesn't always have to be constant. I think based on our vibes and how our relationship's going, I can kind of tell whether we're on a good path or on a rocky path, and then that's when reassurance is needed.
That's valid.
So when you guys were dating, did your significant other have a friend or best friend of the opposite sex?
Yes.
Mine did also.
And was it before or after you guys started dating?
Before.
Mine was before also.
Okay. Since it was before, all right, so now I want to ask, has your significant other's best friend or friend ever crossed the line, or have they ever caused any problems in your relationship?
Yes. There has been some lines crossed with comments on the Instagram pages, and I'm asking about it and him brushing it off like it's nothing. But yes, lines have definitely been crossed in that aspect.
And what about you, Notori?
I would say that there was some issues where his best friends were crossing a line. I think it just came from them being protective and trying to keep him as their territory, when in actuality he was never theirs to keep. And so it was kind of them overstepping their boundaries, trying to be his woman in a best friend form when I was actually his woman, things like that. So it definitely became a problem. We handled it though, and it's actually funny, after our relationship ended, I actually got along with the girls a lot better than I did when the situation was different.
And what is your biggest fear when it comes to your significant other having opposite sex friends?
My biggest fear with that is they go to them to confide in. When they're having a situation with me, and say if the best friend doesn't really like me that much, they're like, oh no, you guys could break up, you don't need that. And he's like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. And then like looks at her like, well, maybe I need you. Because it's just like, no, you should have just talked to me in the first place and we could have worked this all out instead of you going to her.
All right, thank you, Kelsey. Tori?
I actually really agree with what Kelsey said. I think that is a valid point. That does happen in a lot of situations. Like friends can be manipulative and like make them think that they don't need you anymore. I also think one of my fears is that like their connection is so strong, I'll never be able to like top their relationship. And they're like their relationship is more important than ours. That's kind of like a fear for me, at least.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. All right. According to opposite sex friendships, compared with women, men judge sexual attraction and desire for sex as a more important reason for initiating opposite sex friendships. They have a preference for sexual attractiveness when selecting, and judge the lack of sex as more important reason for dissolving. Of course, we all go about choosing our friends differently, but people with an unrestricted sexual style were more likely to perceive opposite sex friendships as an opportunity for sex. And none of us want to get cheated on, so... Oh, look, it looks like we're out of time. Thanks for listening this week, and that concludes another segment of Gender from the Vine.